body. Come on out from under there.
No!
Come on.
I saw a monster in the closet!
There is no such thing as monsters.
But I saw it!
Jeff, could you come up here?
Okay, pal, it's time for bed. There's no such thing as monsters.
If we have the technology to not unlock our phones without the right fingerprint, why can't we do the same for our guns? If a child can't open up a bottle of aspirin, we should make sure they can't pull the trigger on a gun.
When governments fail to protect the right to life and personal security, gun violence becomes a human rights issue. The United States is a party to two of the international human rights treaties: the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. The U.S. government has clear and urgent obligations to protect the people living in this country from gun violence. But the U.S. has a patchwork of inconsistent and inadequate federal and state gun control laws and has failed to take all measures necessary to prevent gun violence. The lack of legislative action to reduce this man-made epidemic continues to hold our country at gunpoint and prevents us from exercising our human rights.
All people have the inalienable right to life and personal security, but a means of defending this right is deprived when the right to bear arms is.
Our inalienable right to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness were stripped from college kids in Blacksburg and Santa Barbara, and from high schoolers in Columbine, and from first graders in Newtown, and from every family who never imagined that their loved one would be taken from their life by a bullet of a gun.
The United States of America is not the only country on earth with violent or dangerous people. We are not inherently more prone to violence. We are the only advanced country on earth that sees this kind of mass violence erupt with this kind of frequency. It doesn't happen in other advanced countries. It's not even close.
The Second Amendment to the Constitution protects the citizen's right to bear arms. For the security of a free state and to protect our liberty, the government cannot take this right away.
Given how many lives are lost each year to gun violence, the U.S. Congress also has a responsibility to enact measures that will prevent and end it. The government must come together to find solutions that comply with international human rights obligations and, more importantly, save lives.
A call for a solution does not therefore entail a call for restrictive intervention. To reduce gun violence while also upholding our constitutional freedoms, the right to keep and bear arms must not be infringed.
People are dying, and the constant excuses for inaction no longer suffice. We are not here to debate the last mass shooting, but to do something to prevent the next one.
Gun violence is highest in areas with the most stringent gun laws. We think that from this it is clear that gun control is not the solution to gun violence.
The most terrible thing about the gun control debate is the valuing of the possession of inanimate objects over human lives. Every person, everywhere, has a right to live safe from gun violence.